live, baby. What up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? It's your boy GR8JASM. Oh, and it's an hour ride. So, got about 20 minutes left on this ride. So I figured I'd go ahead and, I caught up on all my other YouTube and stuff like that. I figured I would go ahead and hop on live just to see, just to get, myself out there. Wednesday night, remember this, Wednesday night, I'm going live. I'm going to try to get some drinks because Wednesday is the largest bar night in the U.S., or the largest club night, or the largest whatever night. So, because I'm not going out, figured I would have a little libation, i.e. a drink, to kind of, get along with the festivities. So if you want to join me, I'll be live. I'll be using Google Hangouts. So if you have Google Hangouts or you have a Gmail and you want to be a part of, my live, email me, GR8JASM. Wait, no, that's not it. Email me, jazz9468@gmail.com. Again, that's jazz9468@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, Jazz Holly, Instagram, Jazz Holly, Twitter, Great Jazzmo. Or wait, it's the other way around. I don't know. Search for Great Jazzmo. I think all the links are up to date on my page. But with that being said, it is Tuesday. So the topic that's been on my mind is Africa. I remember a while back thinking about Africa, and the media paints this picture of Africa as our 45th elected president of the United States once said, it's a bunch of shithole countries. So when I looked at it, I was like, well, damn, dude, like, that's a pretty messed up way of looking at the United States as a shithole country. Oh, I'm sorry, looking at Africa as shithole country. It's a pretty messed up way for the president of the United States to refer to another country. And I remember looking into Libya, or I think it's Liberia. No, maybe it's Libya. Yeah, Libya. When the whole hey dad, yeah. I'm gonna go for a new look. Keep the face clean. Probably take the top off, in a little bit. So I started looking into Africa. After I found out about how they set up Muammar Gaddafi and all the stuff that he wanted to do in the African countries. This country called Ghana. When I was younger, Ghana was known as the city of gold. It just had so much gold. And Ghana was one of the main ports where the African were taken and brought to America through the translating slavery. And a funny thing is that now that they're trying to turn that around, they're trying to open up the doors to welcome back those Africans that were taken. Now there's a lot of people who have strong feelings about Ghana and Africa, and they don't want to go back because they feel like, well, y'all sold us. Y'all traded us in. The reason why I'm over here is because of you. And while stuff like that happens, you also have to look at here in America. According to the Boondocks, cartoon, 1 out of every 5 niggas is a snitch. Excuse my English. But when you look at that, it's like, yo, no matter where you are, somebody's going to sell you out. Somebody's going to rat you out. Somebody's going to dime you out. That's just the way things happen. And that's in basically, I don't want to say every culture, but most cultures, you know what I mean? So that's just the way it is. So when people point out how blacks were, sold into slavery by other blacks, if they don't have anyone to sell them to, then you don't have a problem. But that's all, in the past. Try to get past it, but not forget it. You know what I mean? Like, we got to move on. So I've been looking into Ghana. Now, just like the United States, Ghana is a country. Although it is on the continent of Africa, it is its own country. They have opened up the citizenship for Africans in America, African Americans, blacks in America, blacks in the Caribbean, blacks in South America, Africans in South America. They've opened up the doors for them to come back home. As a black man, when I look at, let's say, if I have a friend who is, right, they have German heritage, but they're a white American. Say, oh, where are you from? Well, my great-great-grandfather, came over from Germany, and when he was in Germany, he was a butcher. He came over to America, and he started his own, deli, and, we all lived, and he supported the whole family off of that, and now we've got 3 or 4 different locations, and the family has grown. And I'm like, damn, yo, that is some history. So when I look back at it, my father worked for, the post office as I was growing up. His father had worked for, one of the newspapers, at least to my knowledge. But I don't know what my great-grandfather did. And going back, we were a part of the blacks that were slaves. So, I don't want for my known history to start with slavery. There has to be more. And yeah, I could do some digging and researching and find out where they came from and what area and things like that. But I want physical connections to to my past. So I've been looking at going to Ghana. Now there's a couple things that I wanna do before I go. So I looked up for a plane ticket, right? Plane tickets are expensive. It's about
in 1,000 feet, turn right on Medford Lakes Road.
Sorry, GPS. So one plane ticket for one person, one way, is about $1,000, give or take. It's 3 of us. It's me, my wife, and my daughter. So that's $3,000 one way, $3,000, going back.
Turn right on Medford Lakes Road.
When I looked at the round trip, it was right around $7,000. That's a lot of money for the vacation just for the travel. Now I had already promised my wife that we would go to Thailand because her family's from Thailand.
Turn left on US 206.
So this isn't something that I'm planning on doing, in the next year or 2. But I've been thinking, like, how come we don't talk about going to Africa more often? We don't talk about going to anywhere in Africa. Like, nobody does. I mean, some people, I'm in New Jersey, and they're, blacks are not, the majority in New Jersey.
In 1,000 feet,
so
turn left.
We, I'll hear about people wanting to go to South Africa. Johannesburg is such a beautiful place. Now, with the Africans reclaiming their land, not as many people are talking about it, because white folks are scared. They say, oh, hell no, they're out there killing white folks. But if you
turn
flip it
left
around,
on US 206.
If you flip it around, it's like, you got white folk in America, like, oh yeah, when I want to go to South Carolina, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go to Georgia, I want to go to, Tennessee or Kentucky. And the first thing I'm thinking, oh hell no, they killing black people out there. So the same, mindset
miles.
of.
At the roundabout, take the first exit on State Route
So
70.
a lot of people are saying, they're killing, people out there, and they're making this big, newsworthy, event. And to me, it's like, wait a minute. When they kill white people, it's a newsworthy event. But when the cops kill black people in Maryland, in Texas, in all these different places, they out there, and nothing happens. They just kill them. That's not newsworthy. That's not something to cause panic. People worried about, this caravan coming from Central and South America. And it's like, that's newsworthy. But it's not newsworthy when, like, kids are playing outside with their toys and then the cop shoots them. Or someone of significant influence or famous takes a knee to say, yo, police brutality is a real thing. I'm taking a knee to bring awareness to that. That becomes a big issue for the wrong reason. Yo, I just watched this little interview on Al Jazeera with Akon. This is a 24 interview. But in that interview, even then, Akon said, America was not built for black people. He said because when the original documents that were written, they didn't consider black people as equals or even as a full person. They were three-quarters, like a man was a three-quarter man, according to the law. And those are the same documents. They have not been rewritten. They have not been revised. They have not been, changed. And our government is based off of these documents. It's like, yo, this is not the place for me. I've always said, listen, when I go to retire, I'm not retiring in the U.S. I'm going to retire, take my money, sell everything, and I'm going to a whole different country. I have to. I cannot stay here. Like, staying in America, being retired, continuing to support the oppressive system that has made us who we are. Like, think about this, right?
In half a mile, at the roundabout,
there's no reason I should
exit.
fear the police. I should feel a sense of relief when the police come. But the system that I'm in, if I get pulled over, yo, my heart starts racing, my palms get all sweaty, I get nervous and shit. Oh, you shouldn't feel that way. Why? Yo, how many times have people, been beaten for no reason? Like, yo, I mean, people, just beaten by the police, and then they wonder why people, run. Why are you running? Because I'm scared.
At the roundabout, take the first exit on State Route 70.
Man, I'm telling you, it's one of those things where it's like, yo, you don't realize how bad of an issue it is until you experience it. And because it doesn't happen to all groups of people are not going to understand it. My biggest thing is we need to, like Marcus Garvey said, every black person on the face of this earth should at some point in their life
in 4.3
put
miles,
their feet
turn left on Burrisville
onto
Road.
African soil. I mean, it's not his exact words, but you should. You should be able to put your feet on African soil. Same goes for everyone. I mean, listen, if you're Irish and you've never been to Ireland, yo, you should go and see what Ireland is like. You know what I mean? You can't be an Irish, like a person with Irish heritage, let's say living in China, and you've never been to Ireland, ever. Like, that's like saying, oh yeah, I'm from New Jersey. Oh yeah? What's your favorite place to go to? Oh, I never actually been to New Jersey. What the hell? You sound stupid. You sound real dumb. So that's like for me, my skin is brown, dark brown. Some people call it black. Listen, I'm just not that dark. But some people call it black. So I'm a black person. Where do black people come from? People that look, not even just black. Where do people that look like me? See, because you could go to India and be like, oh yeah, there's a black person. okay, they have the black color, but they don't have black features. They don't have the same shaped nose. They don't have the same texture hair. They don't have the gap in their teeth. Listen, these things are traits from Africa. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, it's like, yo, I need to go somewhere in Africa. I don't care where it is. You know, I want to be able to walk out my front door and see an ocean of people that look like me. You know what I mean? I want to be able to wake up and pull $1 out of my pocket, and the person on the dollar looks like somebody that related to me. I want to go somewhere, and when I watch the news, the majority of the people on that news look like me. You know, it'll give me a sense of belonging. You have no idea. You have no idea what it's like being a person in somebody else's world until you've been in somebody else's world. It's like saying, like, when I was a kid, and listen, don't take this offensively, but when I was a kid, people would tell me about what heaven was like, right? It's got, you know, angels and everybody's flying, and you know, everybody lives in clouds. And then I heard another story. The streets are paved with gold, and everybody has, you know, luxury homes and nice cars. And I was like, yo, this doesn't add up. If the streets are made of gold, then gold is worthless. Our streets are made of concrete. To us, concrete is worthless. Yeah, you gotta pay for it, but it doesn't make sense. If everybody lives in clouds, how does everybody have a mansion? If I got wings, why am I driving? So, for me, you know, everybody's, you know, image is different. Everybody has a different expectation. Blackfoot. It's Native Indians. Okay. What about on your mom's side? You know what I mean? Like, it's great to, you know a little bit, but what did they do? You know, where are they from? Where's their land? And you can say we're on their land now, yeah, but that's been taken, you know, through European colonizing. You know, the colonizer has taken it.
In half a mile, turn left.
To me, there's so much more to us as people than what we know now, what we have here. You know, I envy the first generation, you know, folks who, like, let's say my wife, right? She's a first generation U.S. citizen. Meaning
turn left on Burrisville Road.
Her parents were not. Her parents were immigrants from Thailand, and you know, they've since then they've earned their citizenship, you know, the legal way. They've done everything, you know, correctly. But you know, I want that for me. You know, I want to be able to say, yeah, this is where my people come from. These are the rest of my people.
In 1.4 miles,
you know,
you'll arrive.
It hurts to see. Okay. But it hurts to see. Like what you were saying, Dad, about the you know, the native people, the Cherokee, the Blackfoot. This is their land, and it's been taken. You know, there's no, and the bad part is, there's not enough of those people to take it back. You know, like the Native Americans are gone. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just ranting and raving. I got like another 2 minutes before I get to that first assignment. But when I think about where I am where I want to go. I want to go somewhere where I don't have to, worry about the people that are supposed to protect me, and now they're not. The people that were supposed to protect me are the ones hunting me down. Like, to me, that's a terrifying feeling. Charging it, stop. Oh man, it's too hot. All right. So, having that feeling on the inside that my people got. Well, here's the thing. The Blackfoot, I think I passed it.
You've arrived at your destination.
I have not arrived at my destination. I gotta turn around now. That dude was on my behind. Dang. Can I drive? Alright. So, with all that being said, the moral of the story is I want to reconnect. I want to reconnect with Africa. Ghana has an open door policy for right now. They say 2019 is going to be like the biggest rush. I don't think I'm going to make it in 2019. But, it's one of those things where, I sure does. Whoa, doggy. They're my dad's mom and dad, my mom's dad. That's good. I don't have any other. We're gonna head out a little bit early, just because Gerardo's. But I'm here. I'll let you guys go. This is your boy G.